Well, folks, it's over. We made it through the 2020 election campaign, and as of me recording this, we don't know who won. One last piece of political commentary for me and how it relates to prepping, and then we move on. Okay. What I will tell you is this. Okay. No matter who's inaugurated on January 20th, they're going to be the oldest person ever to take office. That, folks, is historical. And it's also the last time the baby boomer generation is going to be moving into the White House. Okay, it's over. Their time's gone. And I'm sorry, but Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren is never going to live at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay. That torch is now going to be passed to Generation X, my generation. Now shit's going to get done. Okay. Now, as much as millennials are going to hate to hear this, we are the original rebellion generation. Okay? We're the generation of hair metal and big hair, the generation of video games and MTV, the generation of Ronald Reagan and the defeat of communism. Our rallying call was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Why? Because we didn't take shit from anybody. Okay? You see, Gen Xers laid the political, intellectual, social, creative, and personal ground upon which the millennials today walk, talk, and text. All right. How did we earn this title? Gen Xers spent their childhoods watching the country fall apart and their adolescence and early childhood in the morning of America glow of the Reagan years. Right? We have no memory of anything before everything started going crazy. And then we grew up in a crazy world where we fought the system, parents, school administrators, and bosses at our part-time jobs. We were latchkey kids. No one was home when we came home from school. We learned how to be self-sufficient early in life. We learned how to cook. We learned how to earn money. We learned how to have fun without anybody else's help. Okay? Nothing was given to us. Don't believe me? Go on YouTube somewhere and watch any old Twisted Sister video. Does this line ring a bell? What do you want to do with your life? That might ring a bell for a few of those people my age. Okay. As we got older, the streak of our self-reliance that marks many Gen Xers has been amplified by a key belief that government won't always be there to help. Okay. One thing that was really hammered into our heads going back to the 80s and on into today, okay, is that major government programs like Social Security and Medicare were not going to be around for us. And so there was this feeling that you better get it done on your own, that you're going to have to take care of yourself. Now look at the movies of the 1980s, okay? A lot of them everybody still likes to watch now. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Back to the Future, Wall Street. These were all based on the fact that Gen X couldn't count on anyone but themselves. The go-it-alone attitude may explain why Gen Xers have for so long been characterized as disengaged from and cynical about public life, okay? But that's over, all right? You see, we're now in our prime earning years. We've learned from our experiences, and now we're going to spread that knowledge upon you, whether you like it or not, okay? You see, we lived through the fall of the Soviet Union, the Eastern Bloc. We had nuclear bomb drills in schools, and we remember those things. We don't want communism back, okay? When we were younger, we were independent, but we weren't arrogant like the current generations are, okay? The knowledge and experience we have is actually earned. Nothing was given to us, all right? When we were young adults, we never believed that government was that important. But suddenly, when we had kids and started paying taxes, we started to care about the things that happen on a more local basis and became more civically aware. You've all heard the line, okay, if you're a Democrat before age 30, you don't have a heart. I'm sorry, if you're a Republican before age 30, you don't have a heart. If you're a Democrat after age 30, you don't have a brain, okay? That holds pretty true. All right. Now, the same forces that push Generation X towards self-reliance and questioning the institutions around them also produced a citizenry filled with people that believe, I don't have to put up with this crap, okay? There's got to be a better way to do this. And here we are, still the rebels, okay? You see, YouTube has this nice little analytics thing that we can kind of, all the creators can see who our audience is. Roughly about 60% of the viewers of all my videos, subscribers and non-subscribers, are Gen Xers. The next 25% are boomers. Okay, so that leaves about 15% of the people that are watching my prepper channel. I mean, I can't speak for the others. 15% are Gen Z and millennials. Okay. Now, in the overall population, there are still more millennials and Gen Z slightly than the Gen Xers. But see, understand this. They haven't earned any respect from our generation, and for the most part, they haven't earned any respect from the other people in their own generation. Okay? We, Gen Xers, okay, are the future of this country, and for that matter, the future of the world. We don't pander, we don't beg, we don't expect anything, we just get shit done, okay? That's why we're preppers, and that's why millennials and Gen Z are roadkill, all right? Think about it. We work hard, we plan, we prepare, while Mr. Skinny Jeans and the Soy Boy Brigade over there whine and cry with their crayons and their puppies in the corner, okay? Honestly, who do you expect is going to lead the world out of the mess that we're currently in, and still will be in 4 years from now, because you still got all these leftists all over the place? When it comes to 2024, Angry Prepper did a video, or I guess it was his first live stream of the day on election day, and he said in there, you know, he's not worried about this election, he's worried about 2024, and that was kind of what piqued me to do this video. I've been thinking about this one for a while, but that was a very good comment, okay? So who's going to lead us out of this in 2024? Who's going to be, 4 years from now when we're sitting here on election day going, okay, who's the next president? It's certainly not going to be anybody like AOC or Ilhan Omar, okay, or any of these other people that have accomplished absolutely zero in their life, okay? We certainly aren't going to elect a leader that just wants to take from us, at the people that have worked and saved, and try to give it to, the lazy brethren of all these liberals out there who, need a recipe book so they can figure out how to make ice. All right. Now, here's the other part, that the reason why Gen X will basically take everything over. It's worth remembering that the hyper-connected, technologically adept, just-do-it world that moves at a lightning speed to meet consumers' needs took shape as we were growing up, okay? See, we're skilled at both the analog world and the digital world. Boomers struggle with the digital world, and Gen Z would be totally lost without their precious little phones, okay? If and when the internet or the grid ever goes down, that they wind up exactly what I said. Roadkill, right? They have no concept on how to be self-reliant. They can't cook. They can't build or fix anything. And hard work to them is a foreign concept. This is why the world will change as Gen Xers move into senior roles in government, right? There have been some real breakthroughs by managers in all fields who've yearned to try something different, but the whole electronic side is only part of it, okay? You have to go back to that analog side as well. Face-to-face communication and relationship building are skills that have been honed for centuries, and it took one generation to completely lose the skill. Cooperation and compromise are two other skills that are critical in life, and millennials and Gen Zers have no talent at it whatsoever, all right? You see, this is why the future is going to be decided by Generation X for the next 40 years, okay? Because we're the only generation basically left that has the skills and the competence to lead anyone, whether it be government, a little league team, or a mag, all right? Without us, humanity's doomed, all right? The prepper skills you have and you're building every day are the only hope for your family. It's critically important you teach your children and your grandchildren the ways of prepping. It's your legacy, right? They're going to resist now because it's not fun, but one day they're going to look back on their life and they're going to think to themselves, I'm sure glad Mom taught me this, okay? In 40 years, most of Gen X is going to be gone, and then the millennials will have their time to rule the world. And so Mr. Skinny Jeans will now be in the White House, and the Soy Boy Brigade will now be in Congress. And that's when your kids and your grandkids are going to say, I miss mom and dad, because you taught them how to be rebels and survivors. May God bless us all. Pinball out.